Welcome back to the shop, YouTube viewers. Today's task is fitting this square peg into this round hole. So the last thing that I need to do as part of replacing the floor is make the holes for the little trim clips. Now these trim clips are square so they can't rotate when you're tightening or loosening the screw that holds the door trim in. For that, we're going to drill about a 3/8 round hole and square off the corners. Check it out. So this is the trim that I'm talking about, and as you can see there are a number of screws that hold it in place. There are 4 of them. What I'm going to do is mark the center of each hole by putting a spring-loaded center punch through each hole to make a dimple in the steel. Let's get you a little bit closer here. Make sure the trim is sitting where it is supposed to be before marking the hole. Now that we have it marked, we can remove the trim. And there's our punch mark. It can be a little hard to see, so I'm just going to circle it just to make sure I don't drill the wrong spot. To make the right size hole, I looked through my drill bits to find one that was the same size as a smaller dimension. This clip is actually very slightly rectangular, so we want to match the width to the narrow side and widen to match the longer dimension in the second step of making the hole. I'm going to start with a smaller pilot hole, and the punch mark is going to help keep my drill bit in the right spot. Once the pilot hole is there, I'll switch to my stepped bit and stop one step before the final hole just to make sure I don't go too far. Now it's time to cut some corners, and I mean literally with a saw. All I'm going to do is start to square off the corners and check the size again. Let's get in a little closer so you can see. Looks like it's wide enough, but not quite long enough yet. As you can see, it's pretty much a square. I'm going to use the saw again and just increase the length a little bit at a time. You could also do this by cutting all the long cuts first, like this picture, and then do the cross cuts. It's pretty close now, but the edges are nowhere near straight, so I'm grabbing a little triangle file to do the last little bit of shaping, and I'll test fit it as I go. It's looking pretty close now. Let's see if it pops into place. Perfect. Well, that's all I've got for you today. That's how you fit a square peg into a round hole. I hope that helps someone. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, share it around to help somebody else, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.